Hey everybody, it's Charles from Swift Contractors Corner. It is Tuesday, April 12th. I tried not to look at the date, yet I had to do it. I couldn't not do it. I don't know. It's like Pavlov's dogs. You know what I mean? I hear the bell and I start salivating. But hey, we're here. We're live in Phoenix. I got this beautiful window behind me that reflects out the other side of it. Look, watch. I'm gonna move my head. Look, there's Trucker Dan's over there listening on the other side. He's hiding out watching on the small screen. I got Rosie and Jeff here. Wait, I turned mine off. That was wrong. My bad. I don't know what people expect out of me. It's not like I actually know how to run this equipment. We only got that. Look, nobody's even gonna know because people are still tuning in. They're starting to come in now, I hope. And so we're supposed to have Brett Stewart with us. Don't know if he's gonna come sit where Rosie's sitting or not. That's why it says guest cam. And you may notice a little wonkiness between her lips moving, or whomever's sitting there lips moving, and the sound, because the sound is coming through my computer and the video is going through a different computer. So this could be fun because everybody was kung fu fighting. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
And hey, look, see, I still don't know how to do it. There's Jeff. Jeff's hanging out. So yeah, we're here, guys. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. We have a bit of a lag going on. There's not the normal numbers coming in yet, so we'll wait and see what happens. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and we'll do the fuel surcharge. And for the people that are gonna watch this on the replay, that's why there's some weird things going on right now. And yeah, we're just hanging out. Jeff, what's going on up in Salt Lake Land?
It's snowing. We got a nice spring snowstorm going.
That's amazing. It is 70, about 75 degrees, 74, 76 maybe. Pretty breezy here. I think you can see the trees blowing in the background behind me. So if you hear some wind noise, I apologize for that. Look, I can't control Mother Nature. Lord knows I can't control her. And we got some people talking, and I don't have that screen open because I'm a failure, guys. There you go. Got Jason Kennedy. Good afternoon. Craig Hutchinson, buddy, what's up? And look at that. There's Dennis Lewis. What's up, Dennis, man? Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah. So we're just trying to get some time going here. I'm guessing, weird notification issues happening again because, they like to be difficult sometimes. We're going to wait and see if we can get some more folks in here. Timothy Ransom's another person who's here on the yard. Got to meet him yesterday. He's been hanging out earlier today, too. And very cool stuff. I got to meet a lot of people that I haven't seen their faces. So that was kind of cool, Jeff.
Yeah.
And if you weren't slacking at the house, you could have been down here in Phoenix not making money with us. Wait. Maybe Jeff's the smart one. He's not making money at home.
That's right. And then I'm not gonna not make money when I bobtail down to Vegas in a couple days.
Vegas, baby, Friday. I'm just saying. I'm still all excited and fired up, man. You guys just don't even understand. I can't wait.
Oh.
Paul Phillips, we'll see you, buddy. Glad you're back. Yeah, I done rang everybody's bell earlier, Jeff. I did a little test for, I don't know, about 20 or 30 minutes and just kind of rambled on, answered one question. Got to check the group later for a tire wear problem. Someone had a tire wear issue. It was J&J. J-A-J. God, I still did it. I even told myself, don't say J-N-J because it's J-A-J on YouTube. Anyhow, he said he's got some wear on a single steer tire. But he didn't say what the wear was. Yeah, just one. Just one of his steer tires. I'm like, well, that's not groovy. But I can't say what it is. I said, send us pictures.
Okay.
We need pictures because, yeah, that would help. Jimmy Stark. Howdy. Was that was weird, wasn't it? I apologize for that. I can't help it. But yeah, so you know what? Let's just go ahead and get this fuel surcharge thing out of the way. And I don't know if Brett's going to walk over here. I don't know. Maybe he's going to be an hour late. Could be fun. Could be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Maybe he forgot to not change his clock since he's in Phoenix.
Right. Right. So let me knock out the fuel surcharge thing, and we'll come back and ramble some more if that's cool with everybody. You know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna do it anyhow. Let's do this. Ooh, getting some weird lag on my screen. Look, and I forgot to make myself big, guys. Let me get rid of these.
You're gonna get 8. You're gonna get 8.
Right? So check it out.
Big so you don't get 8.
Yeah. Gotta get big. Never mind. I can't even. So the national fuel cost average went down, 0.071 to 5.073 this week. West Coast Pad 5 diesel went down again, the same number. Look at that. That's weird. 0.071 to 5.761. The fuel surcharge this week is 0.645. I almost went dyslexic reading right there and said 465 something. I don't know, but it's 0.645. Don't screw this up, Charlie. What the hell? And Rosie's looking at me like this right now. And that's a change of 0.012 to the negative. Not a big jump, and it's definitely not going to hurt us a whole lot. West Coast fuel surcharge stayed at 10 cents. So Matt and Alan, you guys running those Cali loads coming back over here to Phoenix. Good on you, guys. Good on you. And yeah, so there you go. That's that thing. That's that thing we do every week. I hope that helps. And we're going to go back over here because it's more fun with everybody on the screen. That is some crazy. Are you seeing that weird lag in the video there, Jeff?
Not really.
I had some weird like screen jerking on the little bumper, as we call it. You know, that's lingo. We call it a bumper in between the screen transitions. You like that? That's a bumper.
As Mr. Swift's official sidekick, I don't need to know about that.
Oh my God. Oh man. You know what? I'm just gonna transition right out of that. Dennis Lewis said he wished he could be in Vegas with you all. I can't talk, but still paying off maintenance stuff. Hey, handle the business, man. Then we get to have fun, right? So you're doing the right thing, brother. If you see me looking around, I'm sorry, I can't not look at people walking by. So it's like squirrels, man. I got to watch everybody coming at me, and at least I don't have an open back. It looks like an open back. I kind of like that reflection behind me. That mirror thing is kind of cool. The window.
So yeah. Speaking of maintenance, Charlie, I had an amazing thing happen this week.
Actually, let's hear about it, brother.
West Valley City. I needed a coolant leak fixed and an air canister for a brake canister. And check this out, man. You know what they did before they worked on the truck?
They fixed it. They just fixed it. They charged you 3 times?
No, they called me with an estimate and asked me if I wanted them to do the repair.
Say what?
Yep.
What happened?
They called me with an estimate. A Swift shop called me with an estimate.
So I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yes. I still didn't get the invoice like I'd like to see, like when I picked the truck up.
Right.
But that's progress, man. That's progress. I think someone's listening to us.
Did you actually get the truck already?
Yeah.
Oh, and they didn't have the invoice ready?
No.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, you know, maybe I'm here in Phoenix. Maybe I can pop in maybe and meet Tim Burks face to face and we can talk about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Just saying. And yeah, we can see if something can.
But you know, I mean, that tells me that, you know, because that's one of the big things with the Swift shops that everybody talks about all the time. It's like, gosh, man, who knows what they're going to charge me? I don't know.
Right. It's just pure guess.
And in 14 years of being an owner operator, this is the first time I've had a Swift shop do that. So somebody's listening, I think.
Nice. I dig it.
To all of us. So
I'll take what little progress we can get.
Yep.
So I'm really baffled by the numbers of people that are in right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, look. There's no video yet. He's there, but he's not there. Look at. Nope, he's trying. He's trying. We're gonna see what happens. But this could just be fun just to put him up that way. I'm going to. Yes. Oh, it's great, Brett. Come on, man. This is good video right here, buddy. You're just a gray square with a line through a camera.
I thought you were the one having technical difficulties, but it's
Oh,
me.
it's not me now, brother. It's all you. We can't even pick
Jeez.
on your perfect hair. Is that what? Wait, did you not do your hair this morning, Brett? Is that what's going on
Apparently.
here?
No.
Oh man.
Maybe you got a room out there if I walk out there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we got a spot for you set up. It says guest cam.
Wow.
So yeah, you're more than welcome. I mean, you could do it from there, or you could do it from here, brother. Oh, wait. Oh, something happened? Nope. It's just audio.
Well,
doesn't
hey,
like
at least
here,
it
brother.
it truly reflects what's going on with my initials. So.
Nice. Nice.
I wasn't going to say
BS.
anything.
Look, how do
Hey.
we,
Hey, I didn't say it. That's all
I
I'm
know,
saying.
right? It's perfect that he said it because we're like, oh my God, do you see this? Do you see what's going on right here? It's up to you, brother. You want to speak from there? You want to come out here, man? We're here. We're here.
I'm
We are
on
here
a
for you.
mission now. I need this to work. I'm gonna figure
See,
this out.
I feel your pain, and I personally feel this is fine video right here because this is quite enjoyable. Today was a cool day, Brett. I've been sitting out here. You should have seen me struggling trying to set all this mess up. It was something else, man. It took me about 2.5 hours to create the mess I have out here.
That's awesome.
I am not looking forward to tearing down either. It's not going to be fun at all. But whatever. It's cool. You know, I've got 6 hard cases that I'm dragging around. Someone said, hey, man, you moving out or what? I'm like, not one bit of this is supposed to be in my truck normally. Not one bit of this. They're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'm doing a video thing. And they're like, really? That's cool. Can I be on it? Oh, sure. And now there's nobody out here, Brett. It's myself, Rosie, and come on, Trucker Dan, pop your head up again, buddy. There's Trucker Dan hanging out behind our monitor over there. We put some cans on his ears so he could hear what was going on.
Trucker Dan. Is
and
that Dan Wheeler?
Yep.
Nice.
And then we got, just every now and then we get the random guy walking past looking at us going, hey, what's going on over there?
What in the hell?
And I would totally invite him over to sit down and talk, but nobody. Oh my God! There's Stewart.
No, am I gone now?
No, you're frozen, but you're there.
Oh,
you are completely frozen. At least it's not a totally goofy face. I mean, this is one you could keep,
dude.
It looks like an NSA surveillance photo,
right? It's a good thing you're not on an inappropriate website. That's all. I apologize for that. I'm just saying that, of course,
he is
Brett
on
Stewart would not
Contractor's
be.
Corner.
But oh God, now you're gone, Brett. I don't even know what the hell's going on.
I appreciate you guys working with me here.
Hey man, it's all good.
That's my first time.
Whoa, we'll be gentle. Stop it. You can't set me up like that, Brett. What is wrong with you, man? You're gonna get me in trouble on the contract. On the desk, gonna start shaking his head. Oh my God. Hey, I got some stuff popping up. Let's see. So Roland, going back to, we were talking about Jeff's shop experience recently. So Roland said first time he was in the shop, they called me and gave me an estimate. Sounds like that was not a thing. It really wasn't a thing. Roland, it's been something we've been asking for and kind of complaining about, and people have been helping us out. Oh, we got the Brett. Look at that. Whoop. Yeah, that's it, man. Take your shirt. Wait, no, stop. What is wrong with this guy today?
It's got to be the sun. It's got to be the sun, Charlie.
It's the smog in Arizona. It gets to all of
people.
us. It's your first time inhaling all of that nonsense.
Oh, look, we got a VP on. Ask him to take his shirt off. Great idea, Charlie. That'll get him in here.
Can't wait to come back.
Oh my God. So Jason Kennedy said, operation questions. Why is it easier to get a hold of someone after hours over daytime over operation? Wait, why is it easier to get a hold of someone after hours over daytime operation? I have the exact opposite.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to tell you my experience is the exact opposite of that. I struggle to get someone in the evening and daytime, man. I'm like, pow. So I don't know. I think could be a terminal thing, could be a routing thing. I'm not sure. I don't know. You got any beautiful insight on that one, Brett?
Riddle me this. What I could tell you is it's something that we are actively working on. Again, we switched over through COVID to a Microsoft Teams platform, which kind of eliminated our visibility on quality assurance. So we don't know. We don't know if it could be a technical problem. We don't know if there's, you're calling a number that's supposed to route to another number where someone answers. We're just very
Right.
blind. It's manual. So we literally will call around on a daily basis just to make sure that phones are working.
Sounds like fun.
Or we wait, unfortunately, for someone to complain and then we can go back through and fix it. So it isn't a product that we want to continue. We know it's not one that you as the customer enjoy. So we're piloting in 4 or 5 terminals, going back to a system which allows us to visually see, like, where are the calls coming in, how long are they
very cool.
waiting, what is the answer percentage for maybe that terminal or that driver leader or that phone number, so we
Right.
can identify some of those opportunities.
Okay.
Well, cool. I'm going to answer this question real quick. Denise said, what state you in today, Charlie? A state of chaos, dismay, maybe a little shame. I don't know. Arizona. I am at the Phoenix terminal today, Denise. I am hanging out, chilling, and doing some cool stuff. But thanks for popping in and hanging out and watching what we're doing. So, Mr. Brett Stewart, what's going on, man? What you got any amazing things or just slightly cool things, or you hanging out? What's going on, man?
Yeah, no, just wanted to pop in and hang out. Naturally, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet for a question around the load board.
Right.
But I do have somewhat of an update on that. We are to the point now to deploy testing, and we were going to have actually Charlie and Jeff check that out tomorrow, just to see if it was successful and see if they can break it. If you guys are available, are you guys going on vacation?
Absolutely. I have nothing. I'm going to be hanging out here tomorrow.
Okay, cool. When
I
is
got
the
nothing to
trip
do.
up to Nevada?
Friday.
Okay,
Friday.
cool.
Yeah. Jeff's going to go
Yeah.
down and I'm going to go up. And that just sounded completely inappropriate again. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Oh,
Poor
God.
Rosie. This is what she deals
Babe,
with on
why
a
do you let me
daily.
talk? No,
Yeah.
you should see her. She's like shaking her head next to me right now. Oh, you can see her in my reflection. She's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I know. Yeah. Anyhow, that's Friday. We're all going to be up there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I think everybody's leaving or something like that. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
going to be something, man. Look, so I'm bringing my audio equipment up there and I'm going to put some mics out and see what happens, because that could be hilarious. It could be tragic, but we'll see what happens. There could be some good audio. Alan Becker said, "What's up, everyone?"
What's going
And,
on, Alan Becker?
Craig says I should do comedy. Man, I am
There's
comedy
comedy
all
every
in
day.
my own head. What are you talking about?
He's always
So
the funniest guy in the room.
Can I ask publicly what are we gonna try and break tomorrow?
So the automation piece now, where the freight that we have available in the network will be pushed over. So rather than seeing a couple hundred
Now-
loads from our TMW platform, it could be a couple thousand. So we want to first push those over to see if it all goes through correctly, and then have you guys pick a couple of them, and let's then see, did you pick it? Did it then go through EDI and be planned on
Very
your
cool.
truck and committed?
Very cool.
And then if you were available with the right trailer, it will auto dispatch you as well.
Oh my God, Brett. It's
Yeah.
what we've been waiting for forever.
Full automation.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to do some days. It's something else, I swear.
I know.
Oh my God.
There are a lot of pieces that could break though. So I'm like
I know.
hesitantly optimistic. I do feel though that there's been, a long time coming. They've been working feverishly on this. And so we'll be able to run that test environment. So it'll be another week or more for us continuously running tests, have you guys run some loads and then
Cool.
introduce the other 70 testers to it as well and see how it flows. But
Well, unfortunately,
step in the right direction.
We're not going to be able to actually run loads this week.
No,
but I'm down to push buttons and break stuff, Brett.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
not,
so what you guys are going to be
we've got some
doing,
solid guys that can run loads right now.
yeah, you guys are going to be running in our test environment. So nothing you do there will actually be
Okay,
live.
cool.
But then the
Okay.
next step would be then to run it live. And so maybe when you guys are done having fun and want to get back out east, we can have you take a few loads.
Very awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
don't know why, but my brain just went. I've had like all kinds of cool people walk out here. Like I finally got to meet Tisha face to face and Tracy. I got to squeeze their necks and hug on them and stuff. I might have made Tracy a little uncomfortable hugging on him, but he put his hand out like, you know, real men do. And I'm like, no, man, no. And I went for the neck and I was like hugged up and stuff. And then Jim Fitzsimmons came out today, said, hey, Jordan popped out. Ken McBee's like, hey, Charlie, what's up? And I'm like, you know who I am? I don't even act, man. Dude, it is so hilarious. I see these guys and I get starstruck. I'm like, they know, hi. Yeah,
you know what's a trip? I just
Timothy
realized you're outside. You pulled up the cigar, and I'm like, Charlie, you're smoking in the new building? What the heck? And then I realized, you're outside. It looks like you're inside, and we're seeing the outside. This
window behind me is perfect.
Yeah,
it is absolutely. It's a little bit of a wind tunnel, so that's kind of a problem, but it's not too horrible. The buffers are doing most of their job, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, I saw Rosie's hair like flying. I'm like, wait, is the AC pumping too heavy in there or what?
Right?
It's like, no, you guys are
just a little bit.
Just a little.
Alan said, Alan's super excited. Roland Espinoza says he's waiting to do his first load off of it, Brett. Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
I don't know if that means he's on the board or waiting for you to put him on the board. I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna roll with it and be like, cool. So
if you're not on the board, let us know. We'll get you added.
Timothy Ramsden said, so will you look, man, you just confused me with those words put together like that.
Just
will you be able to plan ahead on the load board?
Yes. So for now, the answer is yes. There's freight, you know, especially on the TMW board, that's a few weeks out. When it actually goes 100% officially live, we're looking at about 72 hours.
72 is not bad.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than the initial talk at 24. So
yeah, absolutely.
Right. That's a win, brother.
And really the why behind that, so you know, isn't like us holding anything back. It's just because if you plan, let's just say you stack yourself 2 or 3 loads and naturally things happen. Right. There's just so much to unveil, you know, uncovering and going backwards into all that. We don't own all the freight. We would have to like remove it, give it back. And it's just, we're not ready for that yet. Yeah.
Right.
So when this thing does grow legs and gets bigger and better, then I would see it going farther out. But anyways, it would just.
I'm going to throw this at you, even though it's not your bag. Let's get backup remotes for the theater room. Can I just tell you that cracked me up? And I, at the same time, went, man, what is wrong with us? Like the first day I heard the remote was gone. So, you know, there you go. Whatever. I'm just.
So is the theater room even working? I thought they were looking at that today.
Apparently it was working because I know Alan hooked up his Netflix or something to it the other night, and people were watching movies in there. It wasn't through anything that was present other than him and tapping into it. So there you go. I don't know what to say. Jason Kennedy said he'd like to be on the load board. Jason Kennedy, you can look at that. Brett said done. I don't even know what that means.
Ask and you shall receive when you're on.
I just saw him write down your name.
Charlie
That's what I'm seeing.
Show.
Look at that. In other words, greedy drivers that don't know how to plan their hours and ability. Look, I'm not going to say that, but that could sometimes be a problem with planning yourself out too far. Look, sometimes things happen. You know what I mean?
Weather breakdowns.
Yeah. I mean, the furthest I ever went with it back when we first started testing was 3 deep. I did sign up for 3 loads deep, and I tell you what, I think Tisha probably aged about 20 years because of that.
Yeah.
Because it was. Oh, I know. And you're right, because she was the one that was doing that crossover thing, pulling to the HAL 9000 is what I call it. Anyway,
HAL 9000.
And you know, the second load in the stack almost did go sideways.
Yeah. I actually think one of the first stacks we did when the load board, the first load, the forklift broke on the first load delivery, and it was just like, hey, sorry, well, it could be tomorrow. That was like 20 hours later before they got them unloaded. So yeah, anything can happen. It isn't just a greedy driver.
And you know, that's one of the things Charlie and I, we people, Brett, you know, everybody wants to go on percentage, even though they don't realize that the rates are dropping like a rock right now. Anyway,
Right.
that's another conversation. But
Right.
you know, that's the other thing that we tell people is we're totally behind it. We'll support you if you want to say go get your own authority. We will help people do that if that's what they want to do. But man, you start working with brokers and
Yeah.
these load boards, and you start stacking yourself. If something goes wrong, you'll find yourself out of business real quick.
Yeah.
And,
You
know,
bought that load.
you
You're
own
paying for it one way or another.
you know, it's even back in the command days. If you took one of those loads, buddy, you bought that load. That was your load. There's no call. There's no excuses. That is your load. Period. And I like to stress that as much as I can whenever I can, because this load board stuff is great. You know, even as rudimentary as it has been, the times that I've been able to use it, I've really appreciated being able to get those loads like from what's that one we like, Charlie, out of Georgia? I always forget
East
the name of the
Point,
city.
Georgia to Phoenix.
East Point, Georgia to Phoenix, 10,000 pounds, man.
Yeah, it's somewhere between 8 and 12 usually, and it delivers kind of, you can mosey it down. And from what I understand, these guys will take us early. I didn't know that the first time I ran it. I sat on it for a day and a half. I just hung out here in Phoenix and bothered Brett.
But yeah, once you make this leap to any load board, you know, you guys got to realize that is a thing. That if you pull the trigger on something, think of each load as a separate contract. You contracted for that load.
Yeah,
So
you need to be able to do what you say.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as you do that, I think it's a great thing.
Hey, I had a question for the both of you as well around, you know, freight seasonality and this year, not necessarily starting off the same as last year was looking like, but have you been consulting any of your customers around that maybe newer into the industry and have maybe never seen some of the shifts, or are you guys seeing a shift in freight, or is it still good for you?
Oh no. For me, it's great because, you know, I'm in that little refrigerated market grocery thing, right? So it's been fine for us over there on the East Coast doing the Target thing. But we have heard a lot of people that are sitting around the West Coast, it seems is struggling for us right now. They're seeing some pretty serious drops in or increased times in between loads. So maybe hopefully some of this stuff can be rectified. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Well,
I know that the market has been not great.
Charlie's been out of the OTR game for a while, so
yeah.
I've been fielding those questions.
Yeah.
And one of the main thing is that I'm noticing is it is the newer guys, you know, people that have not seen the cycles over the last 15 years. Because what we're dealing with right now is, you know, our yearly cycle, freight just stops on December 25th and really doesn't pick back up again until April 18th. Now, I guess that's tax day now, April 18th. And there's reasons for that, you know, especially in retail. And so if a guy hasn't seen that before, I could see them being really worried. So what we've been trying to do is let them know, look, this happens every year. This is
what's that retail reason?
Oh, taxes.
That's right. Tax, man. That's why it revolves around tax.
If y'all have never been in retail or never taken one of those inventory jobs to pay for college, like a lot of us did, what it is that retail outlets like Target, Walmart, whatever, the Gap, they actually get taxed on their inventory, what their inventory is worth. And so one of the things that Swift makes money on is, you notice all those T-called trailers that seem to not be going anywhere. If stuff is if product is in transit, it doesn't get taxed. So probably here about next week, you'll see the terminals empty out again. That's the way it happens.
That's a good
every
thing.
Single year. Every year this happens. But that's not all that's going on. We're also in that 3 to 4 year cycle where we've already hit the top and we're starting to go down because capacity is higher than demand right now. I mean, Charlie and I have been researching this a little bit. All sorts of articles on FreightWaves and other brokerage sites. It's that nasty cycle that we see every couple of years.
Right.
Yeah.
and we're on the decline right now. All those guys during COVID, they went out and bought trucks because freight rates have been at $5. Well, too many guys did that, and now there's too many trucks.
And they paid $300,000 for a $170,000 truck, so that's going to be fun too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
this is a good question. I apologize. I'm sorry to interrupt.
We got to get back. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, squirrel. Do you have to be on the load board only, or can we use it as a filler? Once and I believe this question is coming to once we go live. How's that going to work for us, Brett?
Well, CW801971.
I know that's so much fun.
I love it. Actually, yeah, you could use it as either. Ideally, the load board was created for the fillers, for the weekend runs, or for that load specifically. It's growing and building, but our confidence is in our Swift network and our planners and our terminals to continue to give you freight and keep you rolling. It's just use it as a filler when you need it. If you decide that it's much easier to run your business off the load board 100% of the time, it's there for that as well. But to me, if I ran a business and I had all of these people working for me, I would utilize those resources and have them do some of that work for me. So that all comes free to you working for Swift.
My whole side of it is go ahead, Jeff.
I like the way we used to tell people when they would, because you remember there's only 5 of us testing in the beginning, and now we're up to, what is it, 70 something, Brett?
Yeah,
there's like 4 million.
Whenever a new guy would join the team, and he'd be like, don't live on the load board. That's not where you want to live.
Yeah.
No, and when we first started, you couldn't.
No,
except
you couldn't.
I did, but it was brutal.
You tried.
I did it.
Yeah.
So my process is, if I feel like I've been sitting too long, right, the first thing I do is I check that load board to see if there's anything in the next day or so that I want to take.
Yeah.
If there isn't, which, by the way, Brett, that's been the case most of the time. So
right.
far.
It's been something special lately.
Yeah.
Unlimited numbers of loads, that is.
And that's when I call Omar, Coretta, or Jerry and see what they can do for me.
And don't forget,
I
your
just
normal
figure,
network of planners. I mean,
well, I just figure that the normal planners have already been trying. And so I'm going to, at that point, like if I've been sitting for over 24 hours with no load, I just figure that whatever's going on with them. And so I start hunting and I start calling my little network of people to get moving again. And I got to tell you guys too, because this question came up on the Contractors Corner website or Facebook page earlier, is sometimes you really do have to do those 45,000 pound loads, guys.
Look, I did one of those 44,980 pounds the other day. It was 79,000 pounds gross, and I did not enjoy it. But you know what? I still averaged right around 8 miles per gallon. Just saying, it was San Antonio to Phoenix, and we drove, Jeff, I drove your speed. We did 60 here. A little bit of a headwind, but the load, my tank before that was 10.15 because I was bobtail from Florida to San Antonio. That truly happened. Good. There was nothing. I could not get anything coming this way from Florida. It just wasn't happening to get me here by Monday. So I'm like, bye. I'm a bobtail. They're like, you're crazy. I'm like, okay. And here I am. I had faith that something would pop up in Texas about midway, and sure enough, it did. It worked out perfect. It was a load that was T-called.
Just paid for your fuel.
Hell. I told you, Jeff, earlier, I was speaking to a company guy that's thinking about coming over to and we ran.
We're losing him.
Cameras and we ran this $1,000 product. Nope, it's a connection issue on mine. I saw it. It said, "Oops, something's wrong with your interweb." Catch up. I'll be back. I promise. Oh God, I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
I feel scared. I feel scared.
You're back. You're back.
So, like we discussed early on, Brett, what we're working on is some educational stuff for everybody on how to utilize this load board once it actually hits. Because I actually think that having the three or four tier relationship thing that I've got going, first I rely on the regular planners, then I look at the load board, then I call the owner op guys, and I just start calling people if I've been sitting too long. Because most of the time I don't sit anyway. Yeah. This time of year, sure, but we've already discussed that. It's the lull period. it's why anytime anybody asks me if they should be an owner operator, one of the things I tell them is, whatever your settlement is, save 10% of it. That's my number. It could be whatever, but there are these times that are slow, and if you
Right.
can make it to the other side where you start making bank again, that's the game. Charlie and I both survived the recession of 08, 09. So
Yeah, And sorry, Roland Espinoza said, we need more Coretta Whites, maybe one person for after hours. I like talking to a planner on the phone, and I can dig that. I just don't know that it's a budgetable thing. That's a you, Brett. What do you say, sir?
Yeah, I actually really like that suggestion. Someone else mentioned that a few days ago as well, and I think we do it. So what we would have happen is you would call the owner operator planners at that 888-246-5126.
Well played,
And
sir.
yeah, we should have that streamed and we'll share that with everyone. But so we have 3 already, the fleet consultants that look, the west, central, and east. And then after hours at 5 p.m., that number would roll over to someone with the same abilities to help you on nights and weekends. So I think that could be an easy fix if you give me 2 weeks.
okay, sweet.
And that would be awesome. I mean, seriously, because the limited hours that we do have now, what is it, like 5 to 5 in each of the specific time zones,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tough deal. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, and it would be helpful to have that at least one guy, one person. God, I can't fix myself. One person, like you said, just like almost an ECT type deal, right? But with the owner op planning type thing.
The power of the owner operator.
The power, right? To dip into all the freight, like our folks do, like the Jerry and Coretta and Omar do, and that would be a cool thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get that number up. You guys continue on. I got sidetracked. Squirrels got me again. I apologize.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to go back to freight real quick if we don't.
Absolutely.
Right. I want to bogart the show here, but all the points made earlier are spot on. I would say those when it's a load for load count, we haven't gone backwards one bit. So generally, Jeff's point was spot on. The other thing to consider is just you're buying the consumer buyer, right? So like your spending after Christmas falls off. So generally does freight. These past couple of years have been way different because there's been pent up demand. People aren't traveling as much. There's some government stipends and things that have helped everyone's bank accounts. So the buying on Amazon and doing all these different online has contributed to a lot of loads for us. And then there was the backup in China and at the ports. So there was all of that pent up load. So some of that has been caught up now, and it's not as if freight has fallen off, which is phenomenal that freight is continuing to run, but the longer loads, especially out of California, have slowed down just a bit. But I mean, if you called Alan Becker, for example, he'd tell you that he's got a load underneath him that goes all the way to Tennessee from Shafter, California. So
Right.
he might have just had to wait a little bit longer than anyone was used to, because it was essentially like, hey, I'm going to be there in a day. Cool. Here's 17 loads. And now it's like, hey, I'll be there tonight. Well, let's see what we have in the morning. And sure enough, there's a load that gets you out east, but it's just a little longer in the delay category. But I just didn't want anyone to panic. Yes, it exists, but it's also, to Jeff and Charlie's point, I mean, seasonal. Like the past 2 years have been 2 years I've never seen in my 21 years in trucking.
Right.
And I'm not complaining. I wish that the good times would keep going, but will it slow down just a little bit? Might you have to take a couple of loads that are a little heavier than you've ever wanted to take? You'll have to make that decision for your business, but I would.
Here's actually a good point. And I used to see this a lot. And I'm going to go deeper into this afterwards. CW says our biggest problems with planners is when we decline a load from a local planner, they leave it on us. They don't pull it off, and it keeps expedited. And it keeps expedited from seeing us at all. And we have to call, and they're in, and it's just a whole nightmare. So they won't plan us anymore because they see a load that's on us, even though we've declined it. It hasn't been pulled from us because it's still showing as a pre-plan. And to dive deeper into that, and it's not a you problem, it's an overall kind of umbrella problem in the planning screens and the way that the AS is set up. The hell 9000. The when we send in a decline or a counter, my understanding is that it's just they don't know whether it's a counter or a decline. They see, it's in a I think it's 2 screens deep to get to that. And these guys, I get it. They're planning. They've got 2 days worth of loads that they need to get planned. They're doing the 24-hour, the 48-hour, and they're trying to get it out and planned and committed lists. And so they don't necessarily have a whole lot of time to dip into the comments that we leave when we decline a load. So, I've tried countering and say, hey, I can't make that pickup time. I could make this pickup time, but all the planner saw was a red marker on that load, and they just assume it's a decline, and they move it on and just throw it at someone else, and they don't ever read the notes, and they're saying, hey, I can do that load, but I need this, or hey, I'm in this area, on the decline. Hey, I'm really trying to get to Phoenix on Monday, like I had, going on the last couple of days. And basically, look, you guys have a phenomenal ECT guy. I can't remember his last name. His first name is Christopher. And that guy saw the loads I was turning down because they weren't going in the right direction to get me here by Monday. But he went in and he read all the notes. Told me he read all the notes. He's like, yeah, I was reading the notes, and he's like, man, this is crazy. This guy's bobtailing from Florida to Phoenix. This I can fix that, And when he saw me Saturday, he didn't have a load yet for me, but then he saw that I had a deadhead order set on me, an unauthorized deadhead order, so that the miles weren't paid, and set myself to Baytown, because I figured, okay, that'll put me in their planning screens over there for Texas. And he saw that again from Phoenix, went out of his way. He said, man, I'm going to come back in Sunday and see if I can't get him planned Sunday morning. Bam, found that load that was T-called in San Antonio, that T-called again in Phoenix, and got me set up and squared away. So that guy is an exception to the rule, though. That I can say. And I know I said a lot of words to get to that point, but the problem seems to be people not looking at the notes when we do send in those declines or counters. Christopher Smith. Rosie's my chief right now. She pulled him up. But that guy,
tough last name to remember. That's for sure.
I need to go find that guy and hug him or something, because I'm a hugger. I can't help it. But seriously, I mean, that guy went out of his way to really help us out, and he didn't know me. He doesn't know who I am. He just saw this crazy ass truck driver is driving from Florida to Phoenix. I can't let him do this all on his own dime, and he took care of me. We met the customer's need, Swift's need. He met my need, and everything was groovy, man. I mean, it literally could not have gone better. It was a heavy ass load, but you know what? I netted $1,000 on a 956-mile load. Granted, I don't have a truck payment. I get that. Stop throwing that argument at me. I don't want to hear it. That's where you guys want to get to. Okay, I'm telling you that on a 956-mile load, I netted $1,000. What more do you want? I mean, seriously, I was coming out here and it was going to cost me $800 in fuel for nothing,
Yeah.
But now I've got a positive settlement for over $1,000 after everything's said and done. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I would just touch. CW does bring up a good point as far as something to look into for opportunity. We, as much of credit you gave, some of our inefficiencies. Giving some of those excuses as far as the why it does exist, and it does need to change. A load that sits on a driver too is no good for that driver, and it's also not good for our service,
right?
Because if it's sitting there, someone else isn't recovering it or delivering it or moving it. So that does need to change. In the planning screen, it clearly shows a D for decline on the truck, and it will, I believe, even flash after 30 minutes red. So it's like, look at me. So yeah, let me just look further into that and find out where possibly that might be happening more often than others. But
I think
Charlie,
I had one sit on me overnight the other night. So
yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you made good points. I mean, communication's key on both sides of the fence. And so the more communication you can put in on the comment lines so they know what to plan you on is going to help them. We've seen just declines come up and then it's just like, no. And it's
Right.
like, oh, okay, cool. No. And then you put them on another load. No. Okay. Which load can I put you on? Let's help
Right.
each other here. Because no one wants to spin their wheels and send you 7 different loads you're not going to do.
Well, as an example, I had a couple that I was sent, and I'm like, look, these are just going in the wrong direction. I understand that's all you have where I am, but I finally, I was putting it in the decline. Look, can you just give me a phone call? Here's my phone number, and we can talk.
Yeah.
And I can tell you exactly what's going on. There's supposed to be notes on my front screen. They were there, then they disappeared. I don't know, man. Hell 9000 does what it wants to do some days.
Yeah.
I mean, you just go with it. It just is what it is. I don't get mad about it. I mean, why be upset? I'm just doing my thing. But yeah. So, and I'm not calling anyone out, but the planner that was sending me those over later in the evening, that on that particular segment of loads they were sending me, wasn't reading those notes, didn't have time to read it. And I get it. Look, busy. We got things to do, man. You can't read them all, but I wish they could read them all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because we could fix a lot of those problems that way, I think.
I'd say the other thing to help the planners out is just having an accurate PTA. When are you available for your next load? Trying to locate and keep a trailer as well. Understanding some markets it's not trailer availability is a problem, but
no doubt
that helps. I mean, we see some PTAs, which is your projected time of availability. You're saying I'm available for a load at this time, and it's like next week, and then they're calling in like, what the heck, I haven't been planned. It's like your PTAs for next week, we're not looking that far down the list.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, or your PTA was from last week and you've declined 55 loads, and it's like, oh, geez, I don't know what to help. So that should trigger naturally a planner to call a driver and say, hey, how can I help you? Let's just get this done over the phone. But no, I just checked, Charlie, both your home number and your cell phone number is available on the front screen in the HAL.
See, so look, check this out. Watch this. Just for fun, home number, is it a 503 number?
It is.
Totally not the right number. Don't live in Oregon anymore. I don't have a 503 number. Wait. This will be more fun. And this is my doing. My cell number goes to my business line. When I'm not working, that business line goes in a drawer. I don't look at it. So the cell phone that I carry around, this handy dandy little Note 20, is not the number. You will not find this phone number in those screens. And that is my doing because I'm a terrible person. However, if they look at Rosie's number, hers is right, but no one ever calls Rosie.
That's it. I'm updating the home screen right now.
They don't call driver 2. I don't know why, but they don't.
I just added a note that says Charlie doesn't care and he's not going to answer these numbers. Don't call.
You're a brilliant man, and I love you, Brett. I don't care what Rosie says about you. Trucker Dan's over there laughing. He's about to fall off the bench. You guys just don't even know what I see through the crack of the screens here. It's amazing. But yeah, no, but most people have correct numbers. You know what I mean? And I get that. Look, this started a while back. Stop. I'm gonna squirrel.
Hey, there was a question I wanted to answer, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man, go for it. Point it out, and I'll click it.
I think Jimmy Stark asked, on the MRP lease, are we allowed to get a PM at Speedco or TA shops? Jimmy asked a great question. And as an owner operator, you can do and service your truck wherever you want. Just keep in mind that with the MRP program, we cover all of your B services, but you have to come to a Swift shop for that. So if you want to pay for it, get it done wherever you want.
Wait. I'm going to stop you, Brett, because the MRP program in the contract I can't talk, specifically states that any work or service that you are having done that is not at an approved Swift site must be approved by IEL.
I approve.
There you have it, guys. So there you go. So we're talking about legitimate Speedco, TA, Big Five kind of type shops.
Well, yeah. So keep in mind too, if you're an MRP owner, you're looking to buy that truck, right? The residual at the end of it is very easy and affordable, 11 grand, 13 grand, wherever you bought your truck at. But so take care of it. Like, why? So keep the receipt, get the B service done, get all the other stuff done for it. If you don't want to pay for the B service, then bring it to a Swift shop. We'll take care of it for you. part of
Awesome.
the
So
program.
you pay for it at any of those places. You come to the Swift shop, they got you.
Yep.
That's part of your
Right.
program. So
And I'll
that
just
is
point
brilliant.
out too that one of the follow-ups on that was that the Swift shops are the cheapest place to get it done anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put this in here, Brett.
He said, but
I know.
Yeah.
It's like,
But there's always a big but. So back to our ownership of our business and our trucks. If you go to say even West Valley City, which that's where I had a great shop experience, by the way, Brett, that we were talking about before you got on. You have to evaluate too time. If they're way backed up and it's gonna take them 4 days just to get you in the garage, it might not be the cheapest place if you want to work.
Yep.
You know, if you're going on home time anyway, then great. Like I'm at home right
Right.
now, so that's why I was using the company shop.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care.
don't forget Iron Maintenance. Those guys are phenomenal
But-
from what we've seen so
But
far.
yeah, they are. But you know, if they're backed up, you know, this is part of the thing about having money of your own, right?
Yeah.
And being a little more independent. You can just say, okay, well, I'll go over to Iron Maintenance and have my service done. Then it's going to cost me $400 to do it there instead of $300 at Swift. But I get the truck same day, and I need to work. You can do that. So you got to balance that. You got to balance the time too.
Time is money. Keep in mind part availability. So we're starting to get a lot of parts in and more available, and that maybe is not the same with other shops that don't have as much buying power. So you might wait an extra day. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. If so, at a Swift shop, but you'll get the part same day rather than wait
Right.
for it.
Timothy Ransome threw up an important point here also on what we were talking about with the planners and messages and things like that. Is he says, I also notice a lot of people sending me messages either have a non-working direct number or the number listed 0000000. I don't know if I did enough, but you get the point. And that's like a legit thing. You know, that I see that more often on the cell phone. You know, it'll list, you know, direct line and cell phone. That cell phone, ooh, there's a big helicopter coming. It's freaking me out. But the cell phone is almost always zeros. And the direct number, I tried one the other night. Look at him. He's flying dead over me. Of course, why not? Doing a live show here, buddy. What the heck? But whatever. But yeah, so, but yeah, he's going to come buzz me. But when we get these direct numbers, I had one the other day that I called, and I wish I had saved it. I didn't. And it rang and rang and rang. And I'm one of them crazy people. I'll let it ring for, I don't know, hell, 10 minutes until I get bored of listening to that ring. And I'm telling you, nothing happened. It was like it rang, and then wait, something did happen. It was a couple minutes down. They said, we're sorry, your call cannot be completed. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. And it was a planner line. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, great points. I mean, that we definitely have some homework here, and we know we need
we
to
should
work
make
on
notes of those things and try and get them reported
follow
so
up.
that
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and it goes back to that quality assurance. I mean, we fly blind in our current communications system. We don't know when a number is just ringing and ringing, and we have a system that we can implement that will allow us to track that. So we're putting 5 terminals online with that.
Sean
here in the next-
Holloway, you're making me sad right now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw that out there because I'm going to bust you out. And all of us are shaking our head right now because I'm going to bust you out, but I'm going to get you an answer. You should know this answer simply because you have a contract which states exactly what kind of program you're on. The maintenance reserve program, the MRP, has a built-in maintenance program that should tell you that you're being charged a X amount if it's at 500,000 or 600,000, 700,000. I'm going to tell you, look at your contract so that you know what you're on. I mean, look, by all means, we will answer contractual questions all day long. We love them, but at the same time, some of the questions that we get asked are questions you really should know because you agreed. You not only should you know them, you initialed it saying you understood and you accepted this contract, and you signed your name to it. So, look at your contract, and it should have top. Trying to remember, I can't pull it out of my head. I apologize. Your contract will definitely let you know whether you're on an MRP or a standard lease or what have you.
Or an
I don't know,
FX.
Breck, any chance you could help us with Sean Holloway?
Yeah, shout out to Sean and Stephanie.
Put you on
Good
the spot
team.
just for fun. There you go.
They are not on the MRP. But one thing, I mean, I hope he doesn't feel like he missed out on something. He has a newer Kenworth that is still
Right.
under a manufacturer OEM warranty. So he's got 170,000 miles on his truck. He's, I believe, had it
Right.
from day one, and so you have that peace of mind that you're covered mechanically from the manufacturer's warranty. The MRP program is for when that has expired. You know, it's been 3 to 4 years, you're over 350,000 or 400,000 miles.
Gotcha.
This is an outside warranty, which is the MRP. So you're good, my man. Keep trucking.
I dig it, Sean. I didn't want to bust you out too hard, man, but we got to be. Look, you guys know we're gonna be real. We're gonna tell you the real things, and sometimes the conversations aren't pleasant.
Yeah, that's true.
That's our goal.
He says fair enough.
You know. Yeah, I dig it. So yeah, Roland had a good idea. Maybe this is something you guys can work out. If maybe a huge update and have everyone update to make sure they answer.
Yep.
I don't know about making sure they answer. Definitely need a phone number update. I think
Oh,
that might.
that is something, Brett, because in my 15 years at Swift, I've seen at least 2 campaigns of that nature. At least on the driver's side, where I know that Dana was telling us that they were updating everybody's phone number, office and driver. Oh,
yeah. No, I have a note of that, and I'll tell you guys, and you guys are familiar with this as well, but a lot of the prioritization that we have at Swift comes off of voice your choice. And so I've been a huge proponent from the beginning that we are blind when it comes to our phones. And then they go and say, well, where are we at? And it's like phones is down here. And so it's like, it's not that big a deal. No one's really complaining. And I'm like, just because they're not complaining doesn't mean it's not an issue. So anyways, I'm not saying like go complain and those sorts of things, but please just keep the communication up, keep the comments live like we're doing right now. And these are solid points that I need to go investigate.
So that answers the question Charlie and I have been talking about for last week or so. So when I let you know that Jerry's phone wasn't working the other day, that's why you didn't sound surprised.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why I appreciate the both of you, because you'll just text me or call me and say, hey, fix this. It's like, thank you. You know,
right.
I wish I can say we
look,
know exactly when things break, but yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes to the rest of the things we were talking about earlier. People look at Jeff and I and they're like, God, how do you guys get to talk to Brett all the time? And how did you get Kevin Quast to call your phone? And how does Jim Fitzsimmons even know your name? Because I reached out and talked to people. It's really all it is. I'm like, you know what? We're all the same guys. We all wear pants and we put them on one leg. I try to do 2 legs at a time and I hurt myself every time I do it. I'm going to tell you right now, it never works. Yeah. I am a failure. Back when I was young, I could pull it off or on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but not now. One leg real slow. But yeah, look, we're all people. We're all here, BP, COO, Q9. What it doesn't matter, guys. We all have a job. We've all got bosses. I don't care who you are. Everyone has got a boss.
I'll just put it out there too. You guys need to educate yourself on who leadership is, first of all. So I was working with one of Lisette's new teams the other day, and they were having a hard time getting their first load out of Phoenix. I said, well, go in and talk to Brett. And they thought that you were a planner, Brett. I had to explain to them who you were, and they're like, oh, does he do that? I'm like, well, he said that he would help. So I would say, he's right across the hall from Lisette.
Yeah.
Go talk to him. The worst he can say is, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I won't say I don't know. I'll say let's go find the answers. So either way,
Brett, you just said a magical
I
thing
think
right
a lot
there.
of
Brett said a magical thing. He's not going to say I don't know. Jeff says nuts. People say I don't know, and that's it. They're done. Yeah. Brett said I will find out. That's exactly what Jeff and I do. We say, you know what? We don't know the answer to that, but you give us a little bit of time and we're going to get you the right answer one way or another, or find you the person who can give you the answer. And Brett, sir, leading from the top there, I dig it. Need to pass that around a little bit more. You got to get that I don't know thing out of some folks' head.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's a thing right now. I've heard it a couple times recently, and maybe that's a discussion topic.
Yeah, the only thing that anyone would ask is just, try to follow the chain of command in a sense of try to
Right.
reach out to your driver
Absolutely.
leader, fleet leader, terminal leader. If you're in a bind, we're here for you. It's obviously though, if everyone funnels to one place, it's impossible to get it all accomplished. But the reason that my office and the team is on right here, ground floor, open door, is because we want to see you. We want to be accessible. We want you to come in and say hi.
Right.
The reason I put my number on all newsletters, on all of my messages to drivers, including my cell phone number, is because, and the reason that's right there as well,
Wow.
it's because I don't care if you call me. Like if I cared, I wouldn't give you the number, but no one's that way here. The reason that we exist is to support you, our driver. So
And just so you guys know too, the new owner operator division space, for those of you guys, and I'm going to date myself here a little bit, it's where the old Special Olympics headquarters used to be,
Right.
in the building over there by driver services.
It's nice
They
too.
probably don't even. And you walk in there and it's all open. Brett's
Nice
got a
little
door, but I've never
couch.
seen it closed.
yeah,
I saw it closed today. I was a little bummed. I tried to walk over there, and they're like,
But
"Brett's in a meeting." I'm
like
you see the common denominator.
The other day,
Right.
when I was actually taking one of those Costco loads that I always tell you guys that I don't take, but
Right.
it met my needs at the time, so I took it. And as you know, they're paperless, so you need a blank bill of lading to get paid. I
I'm
didn't
so
have any.
confused by that.
And I walked right in there, and there were still two people working, and I had barely crossed the threshold. I said, "Hey, can I help you?"
Right.
I mean, and they were right there.
Yeah.
They didn't have what I needed, but they were able to tell me where to go get it.
Yeah, but just to quote, Charlie's point was spot on. I mean, please don't play victim, get to know, network. I mean, that's the most successful owners or drivers or people in general are the folks that just go knock on doors and say hi and hey, can you help me? And just don't sit in the truck and wait for things to happen. Right now, of course, they should be happening before you ask, but if there's not,
Right.
please raise your hand. But I do got to bounce, guys. I wanted to plug and just say next Tuesday I will be live with ATBS, which both of you
Ooh.
use, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey there, full screen. Hello.
Yeah.
I
You
feel
like
like
that?
Mr. Rogers, like you want some
Oh.
closing, like.
I wanted to make you the focus, man. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
cool.
I didn't mean to throw you off.
No, so just a shout out for next Tuesday. I'll have Todd Amon, who's the president of ATBS, on with me. Just answer some questions and allow him to talk about his business and his experience. But we know it's tax season, and hopefully you guys are getting all those done. But he'll be available for you guys. Super cool dude as well, Charlie. If you ever wanted to invite him on here, I'm
Cool.
sure he would be open to do that. But
Awesome.
yeah, really appreciate the time, and I'll be. Are you guys here tomorrow?
gonna
I see
be-
Alan. I'm tracking Alan. He won't be here maybe till Thursday, but
I will be.
Hey, Brett, is that
Yeah.
going to be via the Facebook page or how
Yeah,
are you
great.
guys going to get that out?
YouTube.
I don't know how we normally do it. Whatever it is.
Tell you what, I'll bug Tina and see if I can get a hard answer one way or the other.
Okay. Appreciate it.
We'll get it up in the group and stuff and get people updated. Thanks, Brett, so much, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, yeah, and who's CW? Do you guys know?
CW, what is your real name?
Who are
I'm
you?
hiding it.
Because we're gonna sit here and stare at you. This is bad video. This is great. Oh my god.
All right. Well, let me know
All
who
right,
it is.
Brett.
I just want to meet that person one day. So
There you go.
Hi to
CW. Brett
CW.
wants to meet you face to face. He's just saying.
He says he's
All right.
hiding on purpose. So there you go.
Thanks, Brett. I appreciate
See
your
you guys.
time, buddy. And I'm gonna come bug you tomorrow morning if that's cool.
let's do it.
All right, cool.
Bye.
All
Look,
right.
Now we're gonna screw with Rosie because she's not ready. There you go. Look at that. She's watching the screen. Ha. But yeah. So that was cool. I think we got some good info there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with. So you guys, we do. He's right. We do normally get really pounded on the hey, when's the load board coming? When's
Right.
the load board coming? And it's like we've been telling you guys. When Brett has news, he gives us news. He had
Right.
news today, and that's the first news we've had in months. Charlie, really?
Yes, literally.
I mean, when we've asked him in text or face to face, it's always been I've got nothing. They're working on this back office stuff and
Right.
they're still doing the coding and I don't know. And so when he does have an update, he does give it to us, so we get that out to you guys. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I did not realize actually that they were that far along in the automation thing.
I'm all blown away and happy. I was hoping this is what they actually had a Swift live scheduled today, and then it got canceled for whatever reason. And I was anticipating that there was going to be something along these lines. And I'm glad we got the scoop. We got the scoop, y'all. I'm just saying, Contractors Corner coming through for y'all. I'm just trying, I don't know. I'm plugging myself and Jeff and us and what we do, and just let you guys know. Look, seriously, they recognize us, all of you who are participating in these chats with us and these live streams and the groups, and they realize that we're all trying to get some things better. We're all trying to do better. We're doing better for us, doing better for them, and doing better for everyone involved. And through that, they realize that we are an asset to them, and that's why they talk to us the way that they do, you guys. So by all means, keep being part of the group, keep being interactive, ask these questions, and Sean, like I said, I didn't mean to bust you out so hard, but it's something that we do to everybody. It happens mostly in private, but this was a great example. I apologize. I don't want you to think we're mad at you. We ain't mad at you, but it just we all need to do better about knowing what our contract says, what's expected of us, what should be expected of Swift. And as long as we follow those guidelines, man, this wind is getting. Don't worry, baby, it ain't gonna fall. It's strapped down. But if we know these contracts better, we can operate within those limits and perform better for everyone involved, for ourselves, for Swift, and everyone out on the road. I mean, I don't know. Have I gone off the rails here, Jeff? I don't know.
No, not yet. You're working on it
though. Some days it's like that. What do you want from me? Look, I've been out here all day. You guys don't understand. I've been sitting out here working on this.
Maybe that's what it is. You need more water.
No, I've been drinking. There's plenty of water right here.
Drink water.
There's water. It's mostly water. There's no sugar, and it's not dehydrating me. I don't know, whatever. But hey, so if you guys got any other questions, by all means, throw them up. And Sean, are you actually going to be in Vegas and come hang out with us, man? I hope so. That'd be cool. You got to let us know when you get up there. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bunch of us are staying at the Golden Nugget. We are parking at the TA. And Jeff, I found out something disturbing, and we're going to find this out for next time in case we do this again. Apparently, Golden Nugget has places for trucks to park somewhere. I'm afraid of the area. Look, you step off of Fremont Street, it's a little sketchy in some places. So I'm actually going to scope this spot out, because if that's the case and it feels like a spot where I would be comfortable leaving my truck, I've got a spot, y'all, because I like the Golden Nugget. You just don't even get it. I like that place. It's one of the classics. So yeah, if any way you guys are going up there, holler at us, let us know, and we'll try and meet up somewhere, do something. I don't know, goof around, poke each other. That just sounded completely wrong, Jeff. Don't make that face, man. It's too late. It's already out there. It's on the interwebs. Rosie just pinched me. Dang it. What do you want from me? Throw up your questions, you guys. Let me know what you need what you need answered, and we'll get them. Otherwise, we're probably going to wrap this up here fairly quick. We've been on over an hour rambling, and God.
So for you 2 or 3 guys that are actually going to make it to Vegas too, I'm holding Charlie to this because I want to learn how to do it. And that is,
I didn't bring it, Jeff.
We are going to test
the charge air
cooler.
I didn't bring it.
What do you mean you didn't bring it?
I didn't bring my tester.
I'm disappointed, Charlie.
I am disappointed in myself, Jeff. I look, maybe I don't have the stuff to do it. I apologize, sir, but I don't. What do you want from me, man? I'm sorry.
It's the only reason why my wife let me go. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
See, next time, Jeff, you need to just text me and remind me.
That's right.
Talk so that way I can get on to him about.
I'm gonna call this your failure, sir.
Hey, okay, then fine. That means that we need to get serious about the actual real Contractors Corner Convention in West Valley City then.
Yes, that we do. Oh man, I meant to put Brett on the spot. I was going to try and get him to commit some stuff. You know what? I'm going to do that tomorrow when I talk to him. I'm going to put that in my notes that I need to talk to him about. And you see, I say I'm going to put this in my notes, and you see who grabs the phone and starts typing.
So yeah, you guys. So we are serious about starting to do some annual things, like maybe one on the East Coast and one on the West Coast, where we actually do have an actual convention type thing, and we can get some people out to teach us some stuff, like maintenance and whatnot. So you know, as time goes on and we start looking at this more, let us know what you guys would like to see in that sort of thing.
Craig Hutchinson is making some introductions with us and Bruce Mallinson, hopefully.
We hope so.
Sometime fairly soon. For Power, he seems to be interested in some of what we're doing and would like to help out. We're trying to get Iron Maintenance involved as well, since they're paired up with Swift and Night and the whole 9 yards. They're kind of wrapped up in the whole business, so we're hoping we can get them. And yeah, you know, what else do you guys want to see? What is it you want to do? What do you want to go over? You want to go over numbers? If you want to, you know, do whatever. Let us know what interests you. The goal is to make this something that doesn't cost you anything except your time. Maybe a couple of days of lost revenue that maybe you'll make up in knowledge that you gain from that time. If there's something that we need to do that might cost us money, that I will let people know. I'm hoping not to get to that point. I don't want to have to come out of pocket for people too bad. We'll let you know what we find out though. And it's definitely something we're in the planning stages of, and we really need to get serious on our end. And I will start putting some more wheels in motion tomorrow, Jeff. I promise. I'll talk to Brett and see what else we can line up there and see if we can get some back end support from Swift on it. And yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yep.
I'd like to get them involved and just make it a big thing. Where like Jeff said, West Valley City sometime this summer. We were talking about June. I don't know if we're too close to that right now or not, but we'll see what we can work out. And then somewhere on the East Coast, we're thinking Ocala would be my preference for the winter. And so we're going to try and do 2 programs a year, and maybe not necessarily be the same thing, but try and wrap something similar together.
Yeah, we just figure that, you know, you cut the United States in half the guys can go to one and half the guys can go to the other.
I'm going to go to both. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm just thinking most people.
At least I won't have to bobtail. That was
you hope.
Yeah, you know, because you know I am. I just wait till the last minute. Oh, screw it, I'm a bobtail. Then the planner's like, "What is wrong with this guy?" Dana, my driver leader, is like, "Okay, have fun, go." She just didn't even know what to do. It was pretty awesome. It was fun. Look, Andra's here. Andra Budget. God, you just missed Brett. He would have busted your name out wrong. It would have been so much fun. I would have enjoyed it. We would have laughed and pointed at you. Andre, I love you, man. You know that. So, yeah, guys, if you got any questions, throw them up. If not, we're going to wrap this in like always. Jeff, you got anything pressing you want to push out there?
Pressing? No, I did want to point something out, though, real quick.
Cool.
Because it's come up before, this bobtailing thing. You know, as a lot of you guys know, I had a bit of a family emergency last summer. So I bobtailed all the way from Opelika, Alabama to Salt Lake City, Utah to handle family business. So what I want to say about this is, you guys just starting out, and, you know, gosh, my fixed costs or whatever they are, this, that, and the other thing. The goal is to be able to do stuff like Charlie just did and like I did last summer.
Right.
And have it be just like, yeah, I want to go do this thing. And Dana, we have the same driver leader, OOC, whatever you want to call him.
She's family.
Yeah, just relocate the truck to Vegas for me.
Right.
Okay, and she does.
And I'll sort it straight out from there. It's called an unauthorized deadhead. Don't let the unauthorized thing freak you out, because nobody really cares. It just means they're not going to pay you the deadhead miles. That's all.
But you do have to pay the FTA tax for those states you run, even on that bobtail run. So you need to have that deadhead to account for that.
Right. So important stuff. You have to do one in Canada. Yeah, no, I don't know, Timothy. Well, the West Valley one would definitely be Canada, but Canada in the summer is not the same as Canada in the winter, is what I'm saying. I'll do
Especially
Canada,
here.
right? I'll do above I-40 in the summer. I don't mind it so much. I just won't do the Northeast. Look, y'all know I carry. I can't go to those states, and whatever. My permit's only good in some states, so I avoid those places. Anyhow, I don't know. I got a weird message. It was a scroll. I apologize for that one. That was just a random pop-up on my screen. Just freaked me out. Does Swift take loads to Alaska? I want to take one. Look, I want to take one too. I think that I'll do. And there's a neat way to get around that, having to do the Canadian border thing. There's a ferry system that comes out of Washington that you could take the ferry and actually be profitable getting around the side. Just saying. I just learned that recently. I knew about the ferry, just didn't know how to do it. But apparently it's like a legit thing. But I don't know that it would be profitable on a Swift load. Maybe if we got into a percentage program off a load board, that would definitely be a profitable run. On a mileage contract, I don't know if the ferry cost and all that pencils out. It'd be an interesting to see, though. Right, yeah. I'm trying to run numbers and it hurt my brain. So, yeah. All right, guys. We're going to call this a wrap. Rosie, you want to say anything magical? Say something really smart right now.
I need to get out of the sun.
She needs to get out of the sun.
That's probably the smartest thing that's been said the whole show.
Right? She is on it, man. Look, I don't even know how to top that. Guys, thank you all for joining us. I know I say it every week, and some people are like, "You're so full of poop." And no, we truly do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day and listening to us ramble and say all the things that we say. We are glad that you're here. Without you, we're just talking to space. I mean, I could do that, but it's not as much fun. I like getting some feedback, from people actually doing some things, and yeah. So guys, thank you. We need to look after each other. I've had a lot of cool conversations here. If you guys are in Phoenix over the next couple of days, let me know. I got some stickers and visor cards on hand. Man, I had them out all day today. Not one. I didn't give out one today. It's weird.
We did hand out.
Oh, we gave
two.
out one. Rosie said 2. She's correcting me. Lord help me. I can't say anything wrong. Should get me. It's like Jeff. They're like, whoosh. Anyhow, guys, this is Swift Contractors Corner. Watch this. I got it wrong. What a daggone fairy. That's Jeff. That's Rosie. I'm Charlie. This Swift Contractors Corner will be back live 6 p.m. next Tuesday. I will probably be here in Phoenix again. So if you're going to be in Phoenix and you want a card or some stickers, I've got that stuff. And Jeff, our new business cards are on the way to the house.
They're already at the house.
So there you go. And hopefully they're not crooked.
Okay.
If you guys meet up with us over this weekend and we hand you some business cards that are crooked, don't point it out. We already know. I apologize, but at least you'll have a business card and we'll get you new ones later. So, yeah, seriously, thanks, everybody. We are going to see you Tuesday, and maybe we'll see you in Vegas. You guys, have fun. Be safe. Don't die and stuff.